Housing supply shrinks. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee because I thought we should have a look at this media release that's just appeared from the Master Builders of Australia about the shrinkage in housing supply. Now this is important, well, for all of us that are involved in the construction industry and all of those that are interested in real estate, because I've made the argument that the ongoing construction apocalypse, that's the name I'm giving all the housing builders that are going under, a lot of them, the playlist is up to about 100 now, sadly, that's going to have a lasting impact on our ability to deliver housing. Population growth is returning to normal, if not, a little bit of a jump. Maybe people all over the world realize how awesome Australia is. And, this is going to be interesting moving forward. It's going to be a challenge to meet the needs of our growing population if we lose a lot of builders. I was talking to a viewer yesterday. He rang me up, builder from Melbourne. He shared some interesting stories of what it's like in Melbourne, particularly dealing with clients who've ringing up in tears trying to get their homes built because of all the issues that have happened with a lot of builders going under. But the most interesting thing, or the most concerning thing he mentioned, was just the examples of experienced people in the game just getting out, walking away, stepping away. I'm trying to... Let me know. This is a call out to any of you if you know where we can find a metric or a measure of the capacity or the knowledge in our building industry that we're losing. I know I heard when we had the recession, not the last recession, the recession Australia had to have, some older architects were telling me how many people left our profession. I wonder how many builders are leaving their profession now. So let's check this one out, guys. So it's just released yesterday. The housing supply pipeline shrinks in June. The Reserve Bank of Australia's decision to hold interest rates is a welcome reprieve to households, as ABS data released today shows more bad news for Australia's housing crisis, with new home building approvals falling by 7.7% in June, according to Master Builders Australia's CEO, Dentia Wan. We can already see the impact of interest rate rises exacerbating the housing crisis. Attention needs to turn to addressing the structural undersupply challenges of the housing market. Now, what could the federal government do to help this? They'll just chuck more money at it. And the problem with that is, everyone, that if they throw more money at it, we're going to have an oversupply of the market. Or an overheating of the market. Our ability to meet supply is just going to continue to get worse. The rental market is feeling the brunt of this pressure, with higher density home building approvals shrinking by 21% in June. New apartment and unit building is a key source of new supply for Australia's rental market. These results come on top of last week's figures showing that rental inflation has shot to its highest rate in 14 years. Sadly, the uptick in higher density approvals in May was short-lived, with approvals returning to low levels since before the pandemic. So we're at pre-pandemic levels of approval. So there you go. I wonder if the home builder pressure on the housing market took resources away from the multi-res stuff. I would not be shocked if it did. I mean, we're talking labor, we're talking materials, we're talking even the professional skills needed to get these projects up. Right now, many new home building projects are failing to get off the ground due to the combination of high costs and a declining investment appetite inflamed by rising interest rates. We need to see government working to make it easier for new projects to get the green light by kickstarting private investment and reducing development costs and delays. Now, remember when the Labor government in WA, they were looking at introducing, sharing the burden of a lot of the headworks charges and to get some big projects off the ground. That's one idea you could do. This is why when people bitch and moan about foreign investment in Australia, this is why you need it, to help projects get off the ground sometimes. Taxes, regulation, and the industrial relations environment all have an impact on the cost of construction. The building and construction industry continues to implore the opposition and crossbench to pass the Housing Australia Futures Fund, said Ms. Warren. Okay, so they are supporting the Housing Australia Future Fund. Now that's interesting. If we think about it, I mean, my concern with this fund, and I can completely understand where the Greens are coming from. Taking all this money and investing it for the hope of return. I mean, look at the other funds the government has invested, how mediocre the returns they're getting there, but then using that. I mean, I can understand why I understand why Greens are critical of it. I can appreciate why Labor wants to try and establish something that will leave an ongoing legacy. So you've constantly got this stream of money that can fund these projects. But the minimum that they're guaranteeing is it's not going to make a statistical impact on the number of houses. You're looking at 200 houses per state per month. Which, I mean, sure, if you're lucky to get one of them, it's great. But still, I mean, let's have a bit of a chat about this one. There's nothing surprising here. I would argue this is the decline that we're seeing in home builder cooling, although this is the multi-res stuff. So home builder really didn't overheat the multi-res sector. If anything, it made it more difficult for developers in that sector to get labor, to get materials. But we did see a few of these projects shelved over the last couple of years, didn't we? Big, significant multi-res projects just pulled off. I mean, yeah, and approvals can take some time to become reality. They may never become reality. So you don't know if a project's got building approval, if it actually will get built. That's still a lot of unknowns there. And this is concerning because this is the supply that we need in the next few years. Our population growth isn't going to go anywhere. We still need more people living in. And sure, apartments, units, they're not for everyone, but they're often for a stage in life. We don't want to be like the couple that bought their dream home as their first home. You want to, start off in something less luxurious. Sacrifice a bit. Maybe it's further out. Maybe it's a little town apartment. I mean, if you are buying an apartment, check for concrete cancer, check the body corporate minutes, hire a professional. Even, Mascot, even if they had looked at the bloody Google reviews of the building before people bought, like the last ones that bought, they would have seen indications of all of this damage and the issues in there. So just be aware that if you're going down that path or to buy, there's a risk. Because, you're buying into this building. But, for renting, it's a stage in life that people have to go through. We need these buildings. But not only this, you've also got the not in my backyard crowd that don't want to have apartments anywhere. And there's no easy solution to this. I think there needs to be a bit of a cultural shift in Australia. What do you reckon? Anyway, guys, let me know if this is affecting you, if you're at all surprised by it. Thank you for watching. And nope. That's me listening to Outer Worlds music because I'm going to give it a bit of a playthrough again, I think. But anyway, take care. Check out HeiserBim or Heiser Does if you're interested in my content. And if you are a fan and want to support us, you can on YouTube or Patreon using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling me if you need an architect. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you all in the next episode of Heiser Says. Bye for now.